We are live, man.
That we are. After so many technical difficulties,
Yeah,
we don't want to point any fingers or look at anybody, but yeah. So we're here.
I made a bonehead play at the beginning.
Yeah.
We should have been live a long time ago, but it's on me. My apologies. But we're here now,
We are.
and we're back at.
Imagine at Willow Creek. It's been a long time.
It has been a long time.
It's literally been since August with Ninja Turtles, but we come here to represent.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very excited.
We're one of the people that know about the Marvels, one of the 10 people that know about it. So we are contributing to what the funds are and hope that, they don't fire Brie Larson as Captain Marvel.
Wait a minute. Is that circulating?
I don't think so, but know, everybody has been calling for her head for no reason.
Yeah, I still don't get it. Like, what was it? Was it an article that was written about her? Like, I still don't understand the hate.
Your guess is as good as mine, because I have no fucking clue why there's so much hate for Brie Larson. And I think the fact that her movie came in between one of the biggest Marvel movies of all time with Infinity War, and then you're going to put Captain Marvel in between that and Endgame. That movie should have came out before that.
Yeah.
And then have.
Okay, so I understand that the misplacement of the movie itself, but
then also you don't get much of her throughout anything leading up to that. So it's just like, oh, she's in this, she gets her own solo movie, good. Okay. But other than that, you really don't get too much of her in Endgame to kind of say. They literally placed her as the new strongest person. It's like Disney, Marvel were saying, Captain Marvel, this is the big equalizer that can, stop Thanos and all this. So
and she's also that in the comic books too, though, right? Like she is this all-powerful force, this omnipotent force.
Obviously omnipotent, but she is very, very strong. But
who can beat her if she's not omnipotent?
A lot of people can beat her. It's all depending on who you're talking about.
Gaia can beat her.
Oh, yeah, Gaia.
Shout out Gaia coming up soon. Amelia Clark. But anyway, we don't have to get into that.
Exactly. No.
Sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Definitely, no. She definitely can put her in the ground pretty easily. But how they were building her up so much leading up to her movie, it's kind of like, and then when you finally get her in the other portion of the movie, you don't get too much of her. We don't really see too much of her after that. So we don't get a connection to her like we did Tony and all the rest of the guys from the Avenger Squad. So you don't get that kind of love and appreciation for her because she only one movie and I'm in Endgame for all of 5 minutes.
Okay, but now I think, isn't that something to the creation of her though? Or like to the writing of her? Like, you can't have her in every movie. Otherwise, there's no force there's no evil that seems great when you can just call up, if you could just call up Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel and come handle it. Like, she's so powerful that she can go through all these galaxies and
they
handle
explained
business.
That. They explained that. They said that there's plenty of other planets and things that I got to take care of. So that can kind of be the reason why you don't see her.
That's one.
That's like oh, I won't come by unless it's really some shit going down because I got other things to take care of in this other world. And that's what she pretty much says. Like, why haven't you?
Like, you wouldn't call a cop and you wouldn't call in Thor to handle somebody that robbed a bank. Like,
and you don't get anybody. You don't get the Avengers unless it's a big, huge threat.
Exactly.
So that's why you have all their solo movies, is because you can handle this on your own, sort of thing. You only bring the Avengers when it's a huge global, universal.
And the only person that probably has crossover is Spider-Man, because he takes care of his neighborhood. But we've also seen him in space. We've also seen him in the Endgame. So it's like,
Civil War. So you see him in other things before you. So you had pretty much all this time when it's not his solo movie. He was in Civil War, so that got introduced. You'd introduce him there. Then he had his own movie, and then you get him in Infinity War in a big role.
Yeah,
like he was in there for a significant amount of time.
Yeah,
but you never get that with Captain Marvel, so you don't get that kind of connection with her. The only connection that you get is that she's only here to rock Thanos, and that's pretty much
what.
it.
Okay, what's the connection that you're like that you think people are missing? Because in her movie, she has a movie, so you get a glimpse of who she is, who she was before she became, Captain Marvel. Like, so I still don't get that part.
It's that when she came into with the rest of the team, you did not see her with the rest of the Avengers. Because even Captain America only had one movie before he jumped into the Avengers. Movie.
True.
But the difference is, how long was Captain America in that movie? Pretty much, actually not pretty much. He was there the whole time.
Yeah.
In that whole entire movie, and you get to see the dynamic with him with everybody else. You don't get that with Captain Marvel. How does she interact with all the different Avengers? You got a little bit of that when she came down there. Thor grabbed his hammer. She didn't flinch and all this other stuff. But other than that, you did not get too much of her, which was a detriment. She needed to be there from the time, everything that's happening. She needed to be there 100%.
Why?
Because she is basically a new Avengers member that you introduce. She's got her own movie. You're building her up to be the strongest Avenger, and you don't put her with the rest of the team. If she's claiming she's the strongest Avenger, she
claim that?
But pretty much, not she didn't claim it, but you know how Marvel was kind of teeing that up. But they could have had a nice little back and forth with her and Thor as far as like who's actually the strongest. You see that you saw a glimpse of it when she was like, and he grabbed the hammer and she didn't flinch, sort of thing. And they had a lot of banter to see who's the strong, kind of like what the Hulk and Thor kind of had. You could have had that with Thor, because Thor has that thing that I'm the strongest.
But we're dealing with world-ending shit. We don't have time for them to have a cock display. Like, we just don't have time for that, especially in the way it was written.
Well, there was plenty of jokes in that whole entire movie, but the fact that you can put that stuff in the fight scenes, the fight choreography, as far as like, she kind of like decimates that, and then you could have been like, I can do that too, or do something with this hammer. You can throw the comedy aspect in the fights, or do something like that. What this movie is doing, so Marvel's coming up with this movie that we're here to see.
Yeah,
that's what they should have done in Endgame. This ensemble cast, to see how she works with all these different people. She should have been doing that in Endgame. So when it's time for her to have the Captain Marvel 2, you don't have to bring in all these other people. She can carry the own solo movie herself. It's pretty much.
We already have her own solo movie, though. Why do people throw that movie to the side like it didn't happen?
I don't. But the fact that for your second outing, it's pretty much an ensemble cast. Even if you can say for the Winter Soldier, the main focus still was Captain America. And then everybody else was kind of played second fiddle.
Right.
You have 3 leads in this movie. 3 leads.
You don't think the main is going to be Brie?
This is an ensemble cast. You pretty much, even in your.
But you just said, to your point, though, even though Winter Soldier was an ensemble cast, you knew that it was about Captain America. But who's to say that this isn't the same?
Because what the trailers and everything that they're putting.
That's trailers.
Even what the whole idea of them, we can't use our powers together without us mixing and matching. So you have this.
No, there's something going on where their powers are getting messed up. But just making them jump back and forth.
But putting that in the story.
That's just story. That's just the way. Okay.
I'm saying as far as putting that plot device in the story to give a reason why we got to have you guys in this movie.
I don't think they need to have them in the movie. I think they're doing it to introduce the characters more. But they don't need that. We Captain Marvel don't need nobody.
She doesn't.
She destroyed Thanos. She could have. That's my point. You can't have the okay.
Let's talk about
Kyrie in the fourth quarter. You're gonna let him do what he does in the fourth quarter, but you're gonna preserve him until you get to the fourth quarter, unless he's having this crazy ass game. But you're not gonna put your killer through all of this, through 48 minutes of hell, when you really only need him to come and shut it down for the last 12 minutes.
You could use a better basketball.
You're out of your mind. Kyrie is Mr. Fourth Quarter. He finishes games. You're crazy.
But yeah,
who could I have used?
You could have used anybody as far as a Steph Curry, somebody who's
Steph Curry's third quarter.
But he can carry a whole entire team. But Kyrie has never. He's been bounced around.
You're gonna make my point right now. You're making my point even stronger.
And then he gets to Dallas. They don't do shit. They don't even make the playoffs with him at all.
You're crazy. It's been 1 year. This is the second year.
But you had a team.
They're gonna make the playoffs. They're the best team they're one of the best teams in the West right now.
You had a team that was in the
they were already
close to the Western Conference Finals last year to not make
but I think Luka got hurt. Luka got hurt. Something happened.
So it's like
somebody got COVID.
So
clearly happened.
But anyways, the thing about it is, it's like, yes, I agree she can have her own movie, but I'm saying as far as the fan perception and her public perception is not quite there, is because they underutilized her after her movie. How like I was saying, how Captain America, and he had one movie and he was in the next time you saw him was in the Avengers, and he was prominent in that movie. You had Captain Marvel in one movie, and in Endgame, and this is the person that you're touting to be the strongest Avenger.
Again,
you need her to be around with the team and have that chemistry. Like, oh, how does she bounce off?
So what is it about the audience that doesn't want to accept? Let me take my shoes off and get comfortable. We pretty much live here now.
I know, pretty much.
Who's to say that, or what's the reason why maybe the audience isn't so accepting of the storyline that we have for her right now regarding like the fact that she's not around? It's because she's out, doing other shit, cleaning up the planet. So what's the problem? What do you think the problem is with that?
Not enough time. It was just
so people don't want to accept it because it's not enough time.
The last time that we saw her in a capacity was the end credit scene on the end of Miss Marvel, which you really don't get too much of. It's like, oh, I'm here and that's it. But in a full capacity where you get to actually hear her talk and do something was an Endgame. And you didn't get much of her in that movie at all either. Same goes with, and I'm not going to.
She did show up like, what's the problem?
What's the problem? Like, yeah, I'm here. What what do
you need? She's busy.
And then it's like that, but also you can.
I want to know what she's been busy doing.
That's the part, and maybe they will explain that in this movie, and
right.
That's where the villain comes in. But I'm not. All right, we can get off Captain Marvel, and we can move on to Monica Rambeau, since we 100% didn't see her since WandaVision. We didn't see her.
But I mean, again, these are the times to introduce these people. Like everything. This is okay. Maybe what my problem or what my thing is I trust in the writers. I trust that they'll figure it out where they'll touch up on things, make it all make sense. Because I feel like they've done that in the past. So it's like I feel like there's a lot of angst and anxiety about that the fans get to unsolved mysteries or riddles or questions that they have, like unanswered questions. It's like, but just take a step back, realize that this is a movie and it's a storyline of movies and TV shows, and people have to write this shit, and people have to film this shit, and people have to produce these things. Like, it's going to take time to flesh these stories out. But people's like that, and you know what? It probably has to do with the age of where everything is instant gratification. Like, there's no more.
It's not even
delayed gratification.
It's not even instant gratification. It's more so that you got a character here. You should be peppering them in these.
They did, and they told you why she wasn't accessible. She told Nick, Don't hit me unless it's dire.
Oh no, I'm not talking about.
But that's her though.
No, I'm not talking about Cat. I'm not talking.
Okay, but that's
we're moving on to.
Okay.
Let's
Okay,
talk
go.
about Monica.
Okay, Monica. Monica's
in
in one season. We just got her. She's not like this head. She's not this person that's like.
But you're gonna throw her. I'm saying you had all these opportunities.
What opportunity?
To pepper in.
Go ahead.
As far as
since WandaVision, what other opportunity have we had?
You can throw in all those other Disney.
I'm waiting.
Or Disney Plus show. All right, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
What would be? Why?
You had Miss Marvel. What's the reason for throwing
Miss Marvel? I could see.
But what's the reason to throw in any of these characters in any of these situations with interacting with anybody in these movies? What's the point of having all these characters have cameos in these other Marvel movies in the past?
So you need a cameo. I'll get to your question,
but it's not having a cameo. It's building up a character because you don't have a 20 episode season of a show to introduce these characters. You don't have these type of long form things to like a long season show to build up these characters. Previously you got movies. We only get Hulk in an Avengers movie, and that's it. It's
now
like
the Hulk, I understand.
And it's like you don't get these characters in these kind of long form things. They don't get introduced that way until the show. It's like you didn't get Thor at that high capacity. You didn't get Captain America. You didn't get Iron Man in these like long like TV shows. You got them in movies, and you got Black Widow in there. You got Hawkeye. You get these people peppered in these shows and not these shows, these movies, and that kind of builds up on their character and pretty much works off of that. And then you get them in the Avengers, and then there you go. Now we can all come together, and then you can get that more interaction. But now that you have that benefit of that, we have these TV shows, and you're trying to pretty much start a whole new class of Avengers / heroes. You need to use everything that you can to build these characters up in a way, because it's not none of these people are catching on because we don't see them in a capacity that
it's just not their time though.
It needs to be.
For what? For you to know a little bit more about them?
Yeah, because
like what don't you know about Monica?
What you see her like? We know she got her powers.
Yeah,
she was
from crossing through the void thing. Or
but
whatever.
Again, the series wasn't called Monica.
No, it wasn't.
Vision. We got her for a taste, and then she dipped off.
Yeah,
and then that's it. But now you're putting her in this movie. It's like that's why the people don't care as much. It's like, oh, I haven't seen her in. When did this come out? In 2 years for like about 20 minutes worth of probably screen time in WandaVision.
Okay.
And then it's just like, okay, you want to pop this. The only person that has any credence as far as like, oh, okay, I know that is Miss Marvel because she had a TV show. And so you saw her in about like 6 episodes and kind of got this character in that kind of form.
But what if Monica doesn't even become part of the new Avengers? What if she's just
they're gonna use her in some type of capacity going down the line? Then why don't you? Then why don't you put her in anything else? Why she's in this movie? Why is it called The Marvels and not Captain Marvel 2?
I see what you're saying, but it's
pretty much they're trying to build up these 3 characters so we can do something with them. So they're using this movie, which I hope.
Are you gonna make the same argument with Shorty from from Wakanda Forever, Ironheart? Are you gonna make the same thing?
Mm-hmm. But at least she's gonna be. But at least
not yet. But
she gets her own show, but she gets her own series.
But she's gonna be again.
She's gonna get her own series.
Right, but she's going to be a pivotal character moving forward for the new Avengers, probably, correct?
Well, the Young Avengers. That's
Young Avengers. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Monica Rambeau is not going to be that. So why do we need a whole television series of her? Or why do we need her to pop up in all of these cameos if it doesn't make sense?
Because if they're going to be using her later on, and if you're going to have her pop back up in any capacity in any type of movie or any type of show,
okay,
you're gonna have to give us a reason why, like, oh shit.
What if this is the jump start? What if this is the jumping point?
And that I just got done saying that, like, this movie can definitely do that, and hopefully
it will.
And hopefully that they do a good job as far as making these characters
okay. But because
more likable,
speaking to the person
for the long term.
All right, speaking to the person that goes, I didn't see her enough yet, so why would I be interested in this movie? You're about to see her.
And
if you go see the movie, guess what? You'll get to see her.
But and there we go. And that's the thing. Nobody's coming to see this movie.
But they will.
There's no buildup.
But they will see it.
If word of mouth really carries this movie, which I hope it does, but it don't look like it.
Yeah.
But that's the problem right there. That's what I'm saying. We're not talking about getting to the movie. It's everything leading up to this. It's like, why do I want to see these people? I don't even remember these. I don't even remember these people, and I haven't seen her since Endgame. I'm saying the anticipation that you're putting for this movie, is way too. It's way too far, and it's too much peppered in. We can even go with even. You can have because Ant-Man had 2 movies, so you had all these other people that had time to build on these other projects. You ain't got this with this movie, and this is one of your they're
in the shadow characters. Are you talking about Wasp and them?
No. So I was about to say, what I'm saying as far as building characters up through other properties, and so when your third movie does come up, at least there's some type of anticipation or something that I want to see them in. You don't get that because the last time we saw Captain Marvel in a long form role was in Endgame. You get Monica for about 20 minutes total in that whole entire series. And I told you, Miss Marvel, she got her own show, so that kind of lays credence to that. So when it's time for them, it's like, yo, it's time for the Marvels movie. Everybody get hyped. Get hyped for what? For who? Who's this person? Monica who? Oh, you have to go back.
Peace.
You have to go. Go watch these few episodes of WandaVision so you know what's going on. Captain Marvel, at least she has a movie. Which I like, and which is criminally underrated, better than Wonder Woman, hands down. But you got that, but I'm saying you don't have that pre-anticipation.
That's on the consumer, man. I mean, I know at the end of the day, they're in the business of making money.
And the ticket sales are showing. The ticket sales are showing.
Sure. But it's also on some of it has to be on the consumer.
But the consumer part,
because when I saw Miss Marvel and Monica Rambeau and Captain Marvel, I'm like, oh hell yeah, that's gonna be sick. How are they gonna make this work? What's gonna be the situation?
I'm with you on that.
Okay,
I'm speaking for the millions and millions
stupid
of other people that when this got announced, it's kind of like, downvoted so many times.
People are
on you, but it's like,
posters.
But the thing about it is, it's like, how does you get a movie like Quantumania, it did what it did. It's definitely going to do better.
Don't make me mad.
But I'm just saying how you get that anticipation, but people can walk out that movie and have a mixed reaction to it. But this movie doesn't even get a chance to have a whole bunch of people come in and then have a mixed reaction afterwards. That's the thing that I'm saying. It's so little turnout for people to even come in to give this.
Movie it is bare bones in here.
It's like compared to any of this, even like this is my thing. I'm like, why is no one here to even give it a chance to give it an actual legit shot to have a legit opinion on the movie? No one's giving it a shot because Marvel,
and you're saying that falls on Marvel's marketing.
Mm-hmm. Marketing and what they did years prior to building these people up, because it ain't like we didn't see no Scott Lang or Hope Van Dyne, any of those people, or Hope Pym, and anything else previously before their movies, but people still go out to see that movie because you established them previously beforehand. Scott Lang, he had his own movie. He was in Civil War, and you had him in those other things leading up to getting to Quantumania. So you've seen him, and you built his character up.
Yeah.
So that's why, okay, I can turn out to this. I've seen this character in plenty of other movies.
But again, to that point, if the storyline doesn't call for the character, then I don't see the reason to fit them in. Because then on the other hand, we get mad. She-Hulk. People were mad that they were relying on their cameos as opposed to the storytelling of it. And we like the show. You and I like the show.
Yeah.
But some of the criticism on
Hulk and Daredevil.
No. Wong.
Oh yeah, he was in
there. And I want to say something. Oh, Meg Thee Stallion. People were upset that Meg was in there doing what Meg do.
Well, the only thing I would give pushback on that one, because this was a comedy series and how those cameos were handled was more in a more comedic type of way.
Right.
But
people still lost their shit.
I know. It's like you guys did.
So if it's too many cameos, it's a problem.
No, they just didn't understand the show. They didn't understand.
Very true.
They didn't understand the tone.
That's a whole other thing.
They didn't understand the tone of the show and what's going on. But if throw those cameos in anything else, let's just say if you had those cameos in Loki season 2.
Yeah.
Different story. You can even throw Megan Thee Stallion in one of the episodes.
Yeah.
Whole different ballpark that you're gonna get people kind of I don't think this is too bad. They really used that cameo pretty well. That twerk scene wasn't that bad.
But again,
all right, I'm just saying, it's the fact.
It's the argument that you're making that they needed to be built up in order for people to turn out for this movie, when the only people that turned out for Ant-Man was because of Paul Rudd. And then you got to see, you're like, the first movie was great and it was funny. All right, let's go see the second one. And then we get Hope Van Dyne becoming the Wasp and like introducing these background characters, which is fine. But like, so then you get Brie Larson. She has a legit reason why she's not popping up in every damn Avengers movie or Marvel movie.
You're missing with the Ant-Man thing that again he was in Civil War,
right?
And then he
showed
up, and then he did Ant-Man 2.
He did Ant-Man, Civil War.
No, he did Ant-Man,
Civil War, Ant-Man.
Yep. No, it didn't. No, it was Ant-Man, Civil War, because he was in there because they recruited him in there to fight against.
That's right, and he stole the suit.
Yeah, but he's
okay. So Ant-Man, Civil War.
Civil War, and then we got him in Ant-Man 2.
Okay, I just want everything before Ant-Man 2.
Ant-Man 2. So he was
that's
in
it.
That
because my point is
that in Civil War.
Okay, but we're going towards my point of people who show up for the movies. So you got Paul Rudd in Ant-Man, then you got Paul Rudd in Ant-Man Civil War. So we had 2 appearances before we dropped Ant-Man 2. You had Captain Marvel in Captain Marvel. You also had her in Infinity War. You've also had her, doesn't matter. You also had her, doesn't matter. You also had her in Endgame. That's 3 movies now. Before that, we're getting her second version of her movie. But you're saying this is her second movie coming out.
Oh yeah, second movie.
Her second movie.
Yes, but we only got her 2 times before her.
We got her in Captain Marvel. If you're following the timeline, I'm going timeline. Right?
Captain Marvel,
Marvel,
and then this movie.
She didn't show up in Infinity?
No.
Am I tripping?
Yeah. Remember when Nick Fury at the end got dusted and
he
had the page?
That's right. That's right.
It's like,
that's right.
Because remember that what I said at the beginning, and also the
still placement. 2 movies though. Still 2 movies. Same as Paul Rudd. 2 movies.
Yep. And also the placement of her movie. I also said that too. The placement of her.
They movie. Did fucked up. They fucked up the placement.
They shouldn't have done
that.
They
fucked up the placement.
They shouldn't have had that in between.
They definitely messed up the placement on that one.
But the difference is between that too, and also in Civil War, we got
the difference is Paul Rudd has a penis, and Brie Larson has a vagina. That's the only difference.
No, yeah, okay, that's what it is. Because no one likes.
They had the same amount of appearances. Yes, Paul Rudd had a little bit more, had more screen time. Sure, argue that. But the original point was the fact that all of these side characters are coming into these movies that we didn't need, but like they're shadow characters.
And also, and speaking of characters that really didn't need to be there, but they kind of threw them in there just because, one, this character didn't need a backdoor to, hey, let's go see that person's movie. It's fucking Spider-Man. What the fuck did he need to be in Civil War? There was no reason for you to grab this teenager to go against all these grown-ass people. He's not an experienced superhero at all. You came in there, Iron Man, to say that he's not experienced. Why the fuck did you bring him there? So you're talking about a pointless cameo.
Child endangerment too.
Yeah, right.
That's not even
right. Exactly. It's like you're talking about a real pointless cameo. I would say Spider-Man really didn't need it because again,
but he's dope though.
People are gonna go see Homecoming. It's fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah,
so it's true. Like I was like, okay. I wasn't mad at it, but if you look back at it, it's like we know the reason why you needed Spider-Man in there.
Yeah, just
so you can get them, just to show him even more. Because you really didn't get it. He was another person that wasn't really in there. They showed him Iron Man showed up. Yep. Did that, get his butt kicked for that
fantastic flip that you just did.
Yeah. And but yeah, like something like that. So if we're talking about pointless ones, yes, Spider-Man didn't it. But as far as someone that they kind of needed and used in the movie, so at least they kind of used, Ant-Man in a better capacity. It's like getting this team, but let's go. Just keep it on. The whole, but Captain Marvel again. People need to. They should have been pushing that movie too, as far as the original leading up to this on Disney Plus and stuff like that.
I think they did. They did. They have a Captain Marvel's dropping catch up on Captain Marvel. Like they do that with every time.
Man, but like a little bit before that. But guess what took over everything once it happened?
Homecoming or Far From Home? What?
No, I'm talking about coming up for this movie. Exactly.
Yeah,
It's like everything leading up to this. It's kind of like even on the marquee where it shows all the shows and stuff like this, and up there, it literally should have, like you said, the Marvel or Captain Marvel or the Marvels catch up and just kind of have Captain Marvel the movie and have Miss Marvel the TV show, and have this is episodes of WandaVision. You need to put that front and center for your movie and have that. Loki season 2 and those two should be plastered everywhere on Disney.
Good point.
I shouldn't be getting advertisements for The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. Well, around this time. Not around this time.
It's October.
Not around this time. Not around this time.
October.
But no, but there, but
and The Simpsons during Halloween month is.
But let's pause.
All right,
the Treehouse of Horror stuff, they normally do it the next month after. They rarely do it in October.
Okay.
Over the years, so it's always in
I'll give
November.
You that. You're the second most Simpsons trivia guy in Minnesota.
In Minnesota.
So I ain't gonna argue on that.
Yeah.
In the Olympics of The Simpsons.
I know, got my silver medal.
My calendar.
My calendar. Yeah, that's my medal on that one.
But
having that not be as
prominent.
In your face and prominent as everything else going on. And you've seen it with so many other times when Guardians of the Galaxy was coming up. You can see, not only they did 1, 2, 3 in that whole little marquee on the top of it. And you get watch these 3 movies. Oh, this one on the next slide. This one on the next slide. The group little mini series stuff like that.
All right.
It's like they pound that in your face for us.
But that's because it was so successful too. Like what's to that?
But
what's good, Will? Thanks for jumping in the chat, bro. Appreciate you.
What? But that's the thing, is that they needed to do that with her. Granted, and this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You ain't got too much to pull from for that. And that's the thing where it kind of, I guess you can get in a sticky situation with that, but you still need to have that front and center. All the things tied to the Marvels needs to be a month-long thing of advertisement. You did it for Loki season 2. Why did Loki have the McDonald's tie-in?
But we also had the strike. There's something to the strike.
Pre-strike and pre all that stuff.
I mean, the strike lasted 6 months.
It did, and that made it difficult
for promotion.
For promotion, as far as them doing interviews and trying to put something out there. But I would say we've seen Disney do this before, where they had like Mickey Mouse and Goofy go on the red carpet for different stuff.
You didn't get a notification? My bad.
Wasn't it? Oh no,
I don't know. I set it up today, Wilt, so I definitely probably messed it up. That's my bad, bro.
Oh man, yeah, it's on.
I'm happy you found us.
I'm happy you jumped in though. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah. Well,
what do you think what do you think about the Marvels? Basically, we're just talking about Marvels right now.
Yeah, the Marvels
and the lack of promotion for it, and the reason why these lines are so bare bones. And however, there's a lot of kids that have showed up, which I'm very surprised.
Yeah, I'm actually. That's good.
And that might be to the fact that they had Miss Marvel on ABC.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, they showed on like regular cable TV.
Yep. Now we haven't seen it yet. Our movie's actually at 7:15, so we'll probably be wrapping up soon here because I made a mistake. We should have been on a lot earlier today.
Again, we're not pointing any fingers or doing any of the other stuff, but next time we do this, we're all gonna have we want to do this nice little trivia day.
I mean, we can still do some trivia.
We can still.
Well, how about we do last 5 minutes of the show? We'll do some trivia for Wilt, since Wilt's the only one that's in here.
I know, yeah. Good job.
And then for the people who are watching the VOD, we'll give them a little pause break for you or you should just have some integrity and pause it, answer the question, and then we'll give the answer.
Exactly.
Have some integrity,
Exactly. Don't try to cheat.
Do what's right when no one's watching.
I know, right?
I just learned that from my niece.
Oh.
It was very cute that she said it. I love integrity means a lot to me. And then, so I shouldn't have said I just learned that, but I learned that she understood what it meant.
Yeah, yeah.
I was very excited.
She understood.
I was like, heck yeah, dude. But yeah, so
I'm saying,
they lacked on promotion and they lacked on marketing. However, I do think there's a lot of roadblocks that hit them for that.
They could
reason.
Well, I was saying earlier, as far as on previous, I forgot what movie it was that Disney they had, like I told you, Mickey Mouse and all these other characters. They could have grabbed the Captain Marvel they got walking around Disney World and have her just walk down, or have some cosplayers come down the red carpet to promote this movie. They could have done something on the lines of like that to have something fun. They could have worked around this a little bit better, like they did with. I have to look that up because that was kind of funny.
A Latino Wolverine? Hell no. A Latino Wolverine? I said Latino.
Latino Wolverine. Hey, they probably would do that in the multiverse sort of thing.
Yeah. I'm actually here. Breaking news. It's me. I'll be Wolverine.
Hey, there you go.
3. I'll be making an appearance.
There you go.
As a Wolverine variant.
You can, cut part of your beard and stuff off and just have the sideburns and everything. Wolverine. Yeah. Stupid.
So no.
I know you have to have like the little cholo mustache and everything if you're gonna be like Latino Wolverine. Then. Oh man, that would be.
What are some Wolverine quips? What does he say? What are some of his famous sayings?
Bub.
Hey yo, bub.
Hey yo, bub.
Hey, bub.
What's going on? Hey, what's going on? What's going on, bub? Hey. Berserker Barrage, Holmes. Berserker Barrage.
Berserker Barrage.
Berserker Barrage, Holmes. I can smell you. Hey.
Berserker Barrage. The only reference I know of that is Capcom versus Marvel.
Oh yeah.
Berserker Barrage. Berserker Barrage. That's funny. Okay.
I can smell that full saber tooth. He's right over there, Holmes. Let's go jump him in. Let's go. Let's go, man.
Fucking stupid.
Oh, man.
But yeah, there's a lot of kids that are showing up for this movie, bro. That's crazy.
That's
very surprising.
Good. Probably last minute sort of thing. Like, hey, this sounds pretty good.
We got these three women on the screen. Let's go see them.
Yeah, let's go see them. Wow, let's subscribe to Carrollton. Let's go.
Man, I don't know.
But we will.
I think it's going to be a good movie. I really do.
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be good. But what I do think, what this movie it's literally going to be a way to again try to launch these characters, and so if you want to use them down the line, that you're gonna. If these characters show up in a later movie or a later show or anything like that, you're gonna get some excitement.
Yeah.
That's what this is missing, just excitement. And hopefully this movie brings excitement when they want to use them down the line, because they're gonna do it.
Yeah, 100%.
They're gonna use them down
100%.
the line. And you also get like, oh, man, I saw this. I don't know if you were looking on the internet. It's like, hey, the last Marvel's trailer had a big cameo. And I'm like thinking, I'm like looking, and I'm like, did I miss something on there? And they were talking about Valkyrie.
I saw Valkyrie. I saw her.
I'm like,
I saw her.
It's a cameo.
Tessa Thompson is big. She's big. She's a hit. She was a hit in Ragnarok. She was a hit in whatchamacallit. But again, background characters.
Exactly. That's a background character.
You're not coming to watch the background characters. You're coming to watch the main.
Yep, and that's the difference between this movie. This movie ain't called Captain Marvel 2.
Okay, good point. Good point.
That's the difference. Even though she's in the front, but they're all sharing space on that poster.
Here he goes, Noble.
Hey,
what up, Noble?
What up?
Appreciate you dropping in.
You should have been in the middle right here.
You should have been,
or on that side, or on this
here.
side.
Right, we're doing a 2-man today.
Yeah. You.
Damn.
You should have showed up. But
impressive.
It's good, man. Good for showing up. I thank you. It's been a while, man. We haven't seen you. But the biggest thing is that they're going to use them eventually and drum up the interest. So if we want to throw that, when they say, oh, a big cameo, and they mention them, then it's like, oh shit, and not how people were saying
it could be
with the Valkyrie
thing. They thought
it
was Thor.
I had to watch that. I watched that trailer and rewind it twice, 3 times, 4 times to see, like, am I missing something? And then I had to go look at the comments, and I'm like, oh, they're talking about Valkyrie. I'm like, that's a cameo. That's not a big cameo. Don't do that to me.
That's insane.
Don't do that.
But what if it is Thor?
He ain't gonna be in this movie. He's not gonna be in this movie.
I don't see the reason.
Yeah. Why would he be?
But why is Valkyrie there? What's her reason? We gotta find out.
We'll find out. Everybody.
We're getting ready to go find out.
We'll find out, people, on why Valkyrie is even talking to Captain Marvel. But we know a little bit, and that's the thing that I don't understand. Okay, we can understand they weren't able to advertise, but the trailers didn't do too much, which is telling me that this storyline, as far as it's going to be pretty bare bones. It's just how the interaction is going to be between the 3 mains in this movie. And and I guess we got Nick Fury too. Yeah, he's in here.
Is this pre-kissing?
No, this is after the fact.
This is after he's been kissing on that alien?
Secret Invasion was supposed to lead directly into the Marvels. And people were like, ooh. And what it was just literally him like, yo, we need you back up here. Some shit's going on.
He's got his girl sitting on his lap.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what? Okay, all right, bye.
Been working a lot, man. Giving that water, wetting the city.
Wet the city.
Keeping the city wet.
Keeping that city moist tonight. There we go. I ain't mad at you.
All right. Break out the trivia. Let's get a couple in.
Trivia.
The lines are starting to fill up.
Trivia.
Because the Marvels brings out the crowd.
They're bringing out the fracking crowd.
You feel me?
Believe it. This is what I like to see. This is pretty much going to be the majority of their box office numbers, but I'm glad they're here tonight at the Emagine Willow Creek.
At Emagine.
They brought them out.
Shout out to Emagine Willow Creek.
All these people.
Still got those lights. Yeah.
Oh, you still got those lights? Dude.
Oh, man. What lights?
We went to the Taste of Minnesota And
the one downtown.
Yeah, the one in downtown.
So small.
we ran into but Big Boy was performing, and
yep.
I don't even know how you ended up with the lights, but you did. And then we lost him in the thick of things.
Yeah.
And I was like, dog, you still got the my lights and stuff. And I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. They were free light bulbs.
They're fine.
Whatever. They're fine. Yeah.
They're fine. Don't even worry.
I know. Hootie-hoo. Yeah. You haven't seen the Marvels?
No.
Even better.
It's over. Yeah, it's over. Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol. Nobody's coming to see the Marvels.
I know.
Paw Patrol just dropped.
Paw Patrol. It's been out for a while. They came to see that Kim Kardashian performance in there.
All right, let's do some trivia.
Let's get some Marvel trivia.
Hope you enjoy the show, the Lost Souls trilogy. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey.
Shout out to you.
Shout out. Yeah, we will enjoy it. Probably one of the few. Well. Now we have to question: how many of these people in that line to go see Paw Patrol versus
the Marvels?
Versus the Marvel.
I mean, I was over here all geeked up for it.
I was like, wow, they're bringing the kids to see them. I was like, nah, we came to see Kim Kardashian and Paw Patrol. That's what they came to see. So, but hey, Kim K bringing them out to see Paw Patrol.
I mean, if Taylor Swift can do 200 million for her concert or something like that,
yeah, Kim K can bring
it out.
Can bring them out. Not only your kids, and bring everybody else out for the Paw Patrol. All right. Speaking of Paw Patrol,
oh wow,
what was the original name of the Guardians of the Galaxy Star-Lord?
Oh, his original
name of the Guardians of the Galaxy Star-Lord.
Oh no, I don't know.
Don't think about it too hard.
Star Child.
That's not his name.
Peter Quill.
There you go. What the
hell? His actual name?
Yes, that's his original name.
But remember, like he was like Star-Lord, and he was giving off a couple of names.
Yeah, but
that's what I thought.
No. All right. True or false? Power Man's real name is Carl Lucas.
The Power Man?
Power Man.
I have no idea. I don't even know who that is. Who's Power Man?
You know. He had a Netflix show about it.
No way. He's in Marvel and he had a Netflix show.
Power Man's real name
Carl Lucas. I know Luke Cage.
Is it true or false question?
It's false.
You are wrong. True. He takes the Luke Cage name after escaping from prison.
What?
Rewatch the show.
I won't. I won't.
We won't.
The second season was terrible.
Well, I think this was in the first season.
This was in the first season? Well, yeah, I mean, it's his origin, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Carl Lucas, bro, I had no idea.
Yeah, all right. Well, all right, here's one. What fellow superhero impersonated Daredevil so that Matt Murdock could convince the public he was not Daredevil?
Wait, one more time. I was reading the message.
Oh, what was the message?
I'll throw it up on the screen.
Let's get it.
Seeing lots of pictures on X, Twitter, of empty theaters. Also seeing lots of comments from people who liked it. See, that again, that's literally that is the whole gist of our conversation this evening is
watch the VOD.
Nobody's here.
We pretty much covered why and our theory. Not even a theory.
It's the truth.
It's pretty much
the movie's gonna be fire though. I already know. Yeah. I have faith.
We do have the faithist of the faithist. But all right, speaking of having faith, I have faith that you would get this one right.
All right, bet.
So, what fellow superhero impersonated Daredevil so that Matt Murdock could convince the public he was not Daredevil?
Foggy? No, wait.
He also had a Netflix TV series.
Oh, Iron Fist?
There you go.
Yeah. Iron Fist, boy.
All right, let me get something about enough of these ground level superheroes. Let's do this.
Yeah, this whack ass In the Shadow.
I know. Well, yeah, these are a lot.
Giving me all these Monica Rambos.
Man, come on.
Give me some
Daredevil.
Give me some fire. You hear me?
Who are the parents of Young Avengers Wiccan and Speed?
Oh, Scarlet Witch. and Vision.
Yeah, there we go.
Boy,
true.
Don't even play with me, dog.
See, Noble got the Luke Cage one right. Good job, Noble.
He did? Where?
Yeah, who said it?
I didn't see him say it.
Said true.
Oh, true. Yeah.
True.
Thanks. Or he was saying true to our point.
Or I'm pretty sure it's the question.
True.
What type of doctor was Doctor Strange before he turned to the mystic arts? A pediatrician, a neurosurgeon, or a cardiologist?
Neurosurgeon for sure.
Yep.
Anybody else know that one?
Yeah, it should.
Any other brain blusters for your boy?
Hey, here's something. Loki season 2 just ended. Here's a question.
Let's get it.
Laufey, King of the Frost Giant, is the father of what Marvel villain?
Ooh, Laufey, King of the Frost Giants, is the whom of the what?
Is the father of what Marvel villain?
Oh. Chat, I might need help with this one. Ooh.
No, well, you were wrong. You said, it wasn't Spider-Man. Yes, I'll repeat the question.
Isn't he the
chat? Laufey,
Fenrir?
Laufey, King of the Frost Giants, is the father of what Marvel villain? What we got, chat? Help this man out. He's trying to.
Loki? It's not Loki. Laufey is.
You are correct. You are correct.
Oh, Loki goes by Laufey's son.
Yeah.
Just like Thor goes by Odin's son.
There you go. There you go.
Why was I struggling with that? It's the wording.
Yeah.
And that's why I've never been good at tests. Right there. Yeah, it's all the extra filler. Y'all don't need all that. Just ask the question.
We did. You're just overthinking it too much.
That's the problem. Don't make your question better. So I'm not overthinking the answer. It's just like taking your test at the DMV for your permit.
Yeah.
Asking you all this bullshit, all these filler words. You don't need all that. Strip it down. Why are you trying to confuse people? Do you want people to do well?
The DMV one's kind of stupid.
It is very dumb.
It's like just be straightforward. Why are you trying?
And that's just like this right now.
No, because you're not getting a license at the end of this. So you're
what?
No,
I'm not getting a certification for this.
Well, we'll see. You keep on getting all these wrong. You ain't gonna get shit.
I haven't got any wrong besides one. Right? We'll play the VOD back. Anyway, go ahead. Last question before we wrap it up.
All right. So Norrin Radd from the planet Zenla is better known by what name?
Martian Manhunter. Wait, just kidding. That's DC. I was just joking. Say it again. What's his name?
Norrin Radd.
From
the planet Zenla.
I know this.
Better known by what name?
Norrin Radd. I know this. The planet I don't know, but Norrin Radd I do know. Oh, this is gonna bother me. Chat, what is it? Norrin Radd. I need help.
Norrin Radd.
This is my life. I'm using my lifeline.
Norrin Radd, everybody.
Norrin Radd. I know this. I know I do.
Pretty popular hero. Popular. Do everything that was popular.
Bro, I have no idea. It's bothering me that I don't know. Norrin Radd.
You don't know.
Go ahead, tell me.
The Silver Surfer. He's the Silver
I did know that. Because I watched the Silver Surfer animated series on Disney Plus.
See?
That's so whack.
You watched it, but did you pay attention?
Probably not.
There you go. All right.
These are getting cold.
All right, is it? All right, no, we'll do. All right, we'll do one more. Iron Man is thrown back in time to the era of King Arthur with what Marvel villain superhero? I mean, supervillain. My bad. Supervillain.
Probably Kang the Conqueror. No.
Iron Man was thrown back in time to the era of King Arthur with what Marvel supervillain?
I don't know that many villains.
Yeah, you do. You know this one.
I know this one.
Good.
But somebody that can time travel, obviously.
Not necessarily.
Doesn't have to be.
Doesn't have to.
He said Loki.
Nope. Not Loki.
Thanos?
No, he's a pretty big supervillain and possibly showing up in future phases in the MCU.
Baron Zemo.
No, he's already showed up, but he's potentially this one might show up eventually, but people hope that this villain shows up later on. In the MCU. They thought about replacing Mr. Conqueror with this one.
What? Dr. Doom?
Yep.
Shout out Noble. Noble with the answer.
Yay, there you
Dr.
go.
Doom.
Dr. Doom. Yep. There you go.
Back in time?
Apparently so. Yeah. All right. No, we have time for another one.
All right. Last one. Jeez. This is what happens when you do trivia.
Yeah. So true or false? Star Fox is brother of arch enemy Kang the Conqueror.
Star Fox?
Yeah.
Arch enemy?
Kang the Conqueror is the brother. Is his brother. True or false? Is Star Fox Kang the Conqueror's brother?
It's false. Star Fox is the brother of one of them niggas from the Eternals. He's Harry Styles, isn't he?
You're close.
Close?
He is a brother of somebody else, though.
He is.
Not one of the Eternals. Well, not the group, the Eternals right there, but he's Thanos' brother.
Yes, that's right. Harry Styles is Thanos' brother.
Yes.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So, all right. True or false? Maria Hill was the first woman to serve as executive director of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Correct. That's true.
That is 1,000% false.
What? Oh no, it's Sharon Carter.
Served as executive director before.
I was thinking of Peggy Carter for a second there too.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I don't pass this test.
You know what? One of our other streams, you might just do sort of like, a little quiz night, and we'll put it up there so we can have the chat join in. We'll try to figure out.
That'd be fun.
Something. There has to be a way for we'll get people.
Can you beat me? That's basically what you got to try to figure out. Can you beat me in Marvel trivia?
Can you do it? Can you beat the panel extraordinaire? We'll even put Jake in there.
The panel extraordinaire. It's me.
Yeah,
it's just me.
And see if y'all can get that.
Well, listen. Shout out to Willow Creek Emagine Theater again for having us. We truly appreciate it. Go out, support this movie. I mean,
please do, people.
I feel like it should get the credit, it should get the push for people to come see it in theater. If not, you're definitely gonna watch it on Disney Plus for sure.
They'll put it on there more sooner than later, depending on how well.
It's so disrespectful.
Hey, just talk about the truth.
But yeah, man, go see the movie. Come here, preferably.
Yeah, come see it at the Emagine Theater, Willow Creek. But if that's a little bit too far for you, there is an Egan location.
There is definitely Egan. And also Blaine.
Hey,
well, I don't know if it's Blaine. It's a little past Blaine.
It's somewhere.
Yeah, it's out there though.
There's a few.
Yeah.
Look them up. They got great stuff, great food, great drinks.
Yes.
You don't even get ours over there.
Yes, sir.
And
but
our thing on.
Anything else before we go?
Well, hopefully we can fit in a nice little spoiler cast as far as Loki season 2 and this movie on Sunday. And we shall reconvene with y'all later. Thanks for y'all for dropping in there. Thank you, Noble, Willed,
and the Lost Souls trilogy.
The Lost Solo trip.
Trilogy.
Lost Solo trilogy.
Yeah.
Lost Souls trilogy.
Thank you for jumping in, man. We truly appreciate it. We will see you on the next one.
You know what?
With a bunch of scraps. Peace.